Hello, my name's Alex from the sales team at Klauke UK, and today we're introducing to you the EKM60ID, which is the battery hydraulic pressing tool from Klauke. Now, the tool has two different options when it comes to the batteries. There's a Bosch version that you can get and also a Makita version that you can get. So how it works is, unlike unconventional cordless tools such as a drill, the energy generated here is to drive the hydraulic system inside the tool. This generates enormous power, up to 60 kilonewtons or 6 tons of pressing force, hence the name battery powered hydraulic tool. The EKM60ID is a pressing tool for the secure connection of cable lugs. With the aid of an indent crimp, we establish a secure connection between the electrical conductor and the cable lug. We'll now show you exactly how this works. So how the indent works with a two-stage cylinder. First, you activate the trigger and the piston will move forward. Then to reset it, there is a button on the back, which when you press it, it resets the piston to its natural position. So for the larger cross sections, we use the high force of the large piston rod, and then for smaller cross sections, the small piston rod will take over so that the connection is secure but not overpressed. This means that there is no manual force or adjustment control that is needed. The tool regulates automatically. The design of the two-stage function allows cable sizes from 10mm up to 300mm to be crimped. Now, I'm going to show you a 50mm cable lug being crimped with the indent tool. As simple as that, one button, one press operation. Now, let's move over to the 300mm. Just for a little bit of information, anything over 240mm, you have to do a two-press operation, which is what I will show you now. You make sure that the lug is connected and put into the right place. Then we swap the lug over to do the next crimp. As simple as that. So now when it comes to bimetallic cable lugs, the EKM60ID can crimp up to 185mm. Now this is because of the large outer size of the barrel on the outside. So let's crimp the 185mm bimetallic lug. Make sure it's in correctly and in position. Then we turn it over as so. And then again. And just like that, we have another secure connection, which is gas tight. Due to the intelligence of the tool, luckily you don't have to change any settings or any dies because the tool is dieless when you're crimping copper and bimetallic aluminium cable lugs as well. So that's just another neat thing about this tool. Another fantastic feature about this tool, in addition to the indent system, there is different settings. So if you're on a site and you have 1,000 lugs to do and they're all the same size, that are 50mm, you can set up a function of where the hydraulic ram will stop, and so it is quicker and easier to do the next cable lug, meaning less time waiting for the cable lug to be crimped. To activate this function, I extend the piston rod fully during the first pressing and stop it on the return button by pressing the trigger button again. Now we're going to skip to a video with my colleague Arthur. He's going to be doing a comparison video with and without MRS Plus. For the next three crimps, I'm going to use the entire stroke. The piston rod moves forward and back to the end position. And now for the next three crimps, I'm going to use the MRS Plus feature, and you will see the piston rod moves independently to a position that I have selected. As you can see from the results, for every 3 cable lugs, you're saving 10 seconds. Now, for 3 cable lugs, that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're on a project and you're doing 1,000 cable lugs or 500, all adds up and time is money. As a conclusion, the EKM60ID gives a massive 6 ton of crimping force thanks to the hydraulics. Now, also, there's an automatic force adjustment via the 2-stage cylinder. It has a large crimping range for copper and aluminium. There is also time saving and efficiency due to the MRS Plus, a tool that perfectly combines performance, safety and productivity. When it comes to ordering the EKM60ID, there's 2 different box options that you can choose. So here we have our first option, which comes as standard with all of our tools. Then we also have the L box, which is a great addition to have because you can also stack it. So if you have any other L box toolkits, they all are stackable. Easy as that. And then you can pick them up all together, just as so. This is a tool that perfectly combines performance, safety and productivity. If you'd like any more information, please have a look in the description. And again, thank you for watching.